Hello, hello. Happy Sunday to everybody. Shauna Marie Fisher here for my Facebook Live. It is my weekly Facebook Live. So, anyway, let's see here. See who's going to join me. So, bum, 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 bum. I'll give it a minute here. I'm going to pull up my phone, see who's here because I always like to see who all is here. So, I'm just going to give it a minute. Bum, 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 bum. Now, it sure is starting to get darker earlier. Oh my goodness. Fall is amongst us. So anyway, so let's see here. I'm going to see who I see people here, but I don't know who's here. So feel free to say hi. And oh my gosh, on my computer screen, I have like a little, I don't know, something on my computer screen and it looks really weird, but you guys don't see it. I just see it on my computer screen. So there's that. So that's okay. So hello, Lisa. Good to see you. I hope you and Miss Chloe. I mean, you and oh my gosh, Miss Chloe Grace are doing well. I'm like, oh my gosh. I'm like, wow. So anyway, so I hope you guys are doing well. And hey, Joyous, good to see you. I don't think I've ever seen you here. So good to see you all. So I'm going to see what kind of questions people have. So let's see here. I did a few little bits of organizing today. Have you guys ever done that? Like I had like so much stuff like hung up. And hey, Kathy, and hey, Emmy, good to see you. So I had so much. Oh, Amanda. Hey, Amanda, good to see you. Oh my goodness, good to see you. It's been forever. So good to see you. So yeah, one of my neighbor friends that's moving is kind of like inspiring me to kind of like reorganize and all of that. And I have like so much stuff like up everywhere. So I'm trying to kind of like shift it up. And it's so amazing. Like I took a whole bunch of stuff like kind of down off the walls. And as I kind of look around right now, I'm like, yeah, that looks way better. And I moved some things. And that's always nice to kind of do that, to kind of like shift stuff up, shift it up, clear some energy. Woohoo. So there's that. And hey, Lee, hey, Sylvie, good to see you. So I am here, like I am every Sunday at 7 o'clock Pacific Standard Time to tune into your fur babies that are past or present. Tune into their messages, or if you want me to tune into like an animal totem, I can do that as well. So yeah, so that's what I am here for. And hey, Marla, good to see you. So yeah, so go ahead and throw your questions in here. And yeah, I know, right? Happy fall. It's like, I love fall because it's nice. It's like not too hot, not too cold. It's perfect. So Sylvie, what I'm doing is like animal communication readings, but I can do some totem animals too. Let me see here if I can. Bum, 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 bum. I'm trying to think. I'm just gonna do it off the let's see here. Oh, it's 10 o'clock where you are, Amanda. Oh, wow. Whoa. That is, yeah, that makes it hard, right? Maybe I'll have to do like another Facebook Live maybe earlier in the week sometime. So, oh, Lisa, so much love. That has to be hard to find that. So Lisa found a cat that had passed away in her driveway. I get like what this cat is showing to me is like some big kind of like some other animal, and then they're showing me too like I got into something that I wasn't supposed to get into, and then that was like bam, like I got into something I wasn't supposed to get into, and that kind of was my demise, as I got into something that I wasn't supposed to get into, and it was like, oh, so that's what I get with that. Oh, so much love, Lisa, because that's hard to find something like that. Oh my goodness. And hey, Julie, good to see you. Let's see here, and I know I have let's see here. And hey, Rosen, hopefully I'm saying that right. So hopefully I say that right here. And I kind of just skip around sometimes. I have my little nugget that's sitting right by me too. She likes to be here. So, so you're, hey, Patty, good to see you, Patty. So, Rosen, your pug is showing me like I'm happy, happy, happy. And I like to put like little like your pug is showing me like it's like a little frisbee, but it's making me think it's not like a little frisbee. I like to have like little token things in my mouth. And what I'm being reminded of is when I was a kid, they're gonna age myself, but that's okay, is I used to have a Mr. Mouth game, right? And it had these like little tokens, like they were like I thought of like as little tokens, and you like open the mouth and you try to like get the tokens in. And what your Emmett is saying is like I like little things in my mouth, and I'm like a token. Like I'm like your lucky token. I'm your lucky token. I'm your lucky token is what Emmett is saying. I'm your lucky token, and I like to like have things like in my mouth that are kind of like that kind of shape. So there's that like that kind of like disky kind of frisbee-esque kind of shape. So there is that. Hey Bev, I haven't forgot about you. I was like, oh no, I promise I will get back to that. I was like, oh no. So I haven't forgot about you there. And then let's see here. So I'm just gonna jump around here. Is that supposed to be is it gecko, Sylvie? Is it a gecko? So your deceased gecko or your dog Sasha that's living. I just want to make sure I'm correct on that. Let's see here. Okay, Roseanne says that's so funny and true. You're welcome. Yeah, and he's showing me he wants more stuff like that because he's like, I strut my stuff. I strut my stuff. I strut my stuff. So okay, all right. So okay, so thank you, Sylvie. And you're welcome, Rosen. So I'm going to put this in here for those of you guys that might not know about me and want to find out more and all that. I'm going to put this this link here. Oh my goodness, helps if I go to the right place. If I can put this link here in the comments here, and then I'm going to go to Sylvie's questions. And I promise I'll go to everybody. I just kind of skip around sometimes. So I'm going to put these in here. Okay, so all right. So that's my link that has all my information there. And so, Sylvie, the message I get from Sasha or Tico is they both say they're like your, they say like they're your love pillows, and that they're still around you. Like they're like this, like they're adjoined, and they're your together love. They're your together love. And that they're your together love, your together love is what they're showing me. So that's what I get there. And hey, Kim, welcome. Kathy gave you a heads up. Yay. Thank you, Kathy, for that. And welcome, Kim. Good to see you here and good to connect with you here. Let's see here. So that's what I get for you, Sylvie. And then Kathy, the first thing that comes to me is like a beautiful there's many that work with you as far as animal totems, Kathy, but I see at first I was seeing like a raven, but then it's kind of like a raven, and then it's kind of morphing into a like a beautiful hummingbird. It's like I'm always like buzzing around you. I'm always buzzing around you, like the beautiful hummingbird is what I get with that for you. For Kathy. So there's that. So the beautiful, there's like the whispers in the wind and the winged ones is what I get for you, Kathy. And then frogs too. So there's that. So let's see here. I see it. Oh, you're welcome, Kathy. You're so welcome. Oh, cool. You're the co-founder of Patika Pets. Awesome. I love it. I can't tell you like how many people I recommend your product to a lot of clients because I know it's good stuff. So I love what you all are doing there. I think your product is phenomenal. And maybe sometime, just throwing it out there, why not throw it out here right now? Maybe I could have you guys come on and do like a Facebook Live with me just to share about you're welcome. Share about your product, and so more people could have some more information about it, right? Because knowledge is power, right? Because how else are you going to know about something unless it's shared, right? So there's that. So let me know. That would be fun. Or maybe I'll try to reach out to you. So there's that. And hey, Brenda, good to see you. And let's see here. I see a question here from Julie. Julie says, our 32-year-old disabled daughter does not want our 2 new kitties since the passing of our 2 previous 4 fur kids. They are quite the ninjas, jumping all over and on tables, up on our plates. She would like us to rehome them. My husband wants to keep them. I would like to rehome to an awesome home if needed to. She stays in her room pretty much. These two kitties were returned to the Humane Society several times before. You remember little gray Harley and Harley Holers. Yes, I remember. So I remember that. Yeah. So what I'm getting, Julie, is what I get from both of these kitties is they have that bond with you and your husband, like especially your husband. There's a bond, and they want to bond with your daughter more too, because what they're showing me is they're there to help her to kind of come out of her shell, and they want to bring like a new way that she's not used to with cats into her world. Like they want to bring a new way for her is what they're showing me. They want to bring a new way. So what they're showing me is if she is more like, instead of like being frustrated with them, like if she just comes out and sits and just has like a calm presence, and it's just like, okay, I'm not going to worry about being bothered by them. They say that to try that because they really like being there and they want to be there to help her. And they're like, hey, we're just trying to get her attention. So she says, so what they're saying is if she focuses her attention more on us and gives us some more attention, that will help. And if she engages and gives us more of an interest, that we would really like that is what I'm getting there. So hopefully that helps, Julie. So I know that's a lot there, but that's what I'm getting from that. And then, hey, Michelle, good to see you. So let's see here. And I know that can be tricky, right? Because sometimes we, have, we're used to one dynamic and then we have a different dynamic and things are different. And it's all about like adjusting and shifting, which is not always easy, right? It can be a challenge. So there's that. So, you're welcome, Julie. I appreciate you too. You're so welcome. You're so welcome. And hey, Elsie, good to see you, Elsie. And then Brenda, we'll see a question here from Brenda. Oh my goodness, Brenda. Okay. So yes. Okay. So Brenda, I'm going to email you about that to do the full reading for Milo so we can get that set up. So I'll just, I'll send you like the link to my online scheduler, or we can just get something set up too through Messenger. So I'll do that. So, thank you, Kim. Okay, perfect. I'll check that on IG, and I'd love to chat with you soon too. And I hope you have a great night too. Good to see you here. And then, okay, so Brenda, we've been at the emergency vet with my dash hound. He was attacked by a bigger dog. Oh my goodness, sending so much love. Your dash hound is showing me like for them to really look at my neck area really good. So don't look at just like the main area where I was attacked, but like look all around, like the front of my neck and the back of my neck, and really address like my neck and my shoulders and all down like my spine and on my chest too. So, because it kind of amplified some other things is what your doxy is saying. So, sending so much love with that, because that's never an easy thing, right? So never an easy thing. So much love with that. Oh my goodness, for a full recovery for your little guy. So there's that. So, and you're welcome, Brenda. Let's see here. And sorry, I just jump around. The comments come from 3 different places because I stream from 3 different places. I stream from my personal Facebook, my business Facebook, and then my YouTube. So let's see here. Okay. Oh, okay. Brenda says, yes, you are so good. He has a hole in his neck, possibly a broken cheekbone. Oh my goodness. Ouch, ouch, ouch. So yeah, so he says really like look at that area on the neck, but like really look all around it too, because there was like some slippage and stuff that was involved in this like massive attack. So like look all around, neck, cheek, and then all down my spine and stuff too, and all like here, as you can see, I'm like touching my neck and all that. So really focus on that. So there is that. And Michelle says Moose has been to the vet several times since we had our call. Oh, Moose says that there's some stuff that like that needs to be like shifted, and if you could do some like energy work with me and shift some things like energetically with some energy work too, that will help, is what Moose says too. So shift some things with some energy work too, and that will help too, is what I'm getting there with Moose too. And that look at Moose is also showing me too, that look at like my combined liver and kidney function. Look at my combined um, liver and kidney function, and really look at that, because things are like not ticking right there too. So really to take a look at there as well is what I'm getting. So there's that. And so hopefully that helps. And hey, Shiva, good to see you. And hey, Kayla, good to see you. I hope that you and Coco and Jack are doing well. And hey, Deborah, good to see you. I hope you're doing well too. Let's see here. And oh, sinus. Okay. Yeah. So there's other than the sinus stuff too, like I get with Moose too, there's some like stuff that's ticking with my like liver too. Like it's ticking with my liver, and then with my sinuses too. This is going to sound, and hey, Chris, good to see you. This is going to sound really weird, but like if you just kind of imagine like holding your fingers here, just kind of doing some, like you can probably see like my thumb and index finger, just some energy work down, because it's kind of like in here, it's kind of bothering me on that like one side. There's like a little kind of like little kind of weird little block. So if you get help to like clear out that energy, that'll help. But like there's something that's messing with my liver and kidneys too, is what I get there. So hopefully that helps, Michelle. And hey, Tracy, good to see you. I didn't see that you were on here too. I'm like missing on my phone. I'm like, wait, who's here? I was like to say hi to people. Okay, cool. So Michelle says I'll check out both. Yeah, and if you need anything, Michelle, you know I'm here for you. So there's that. And then Brenda says he was drugged across the yard too. He will make sure they do a complete exam. He's getting head x-rays now. Okay, good. I'm glad they're going to get him all checked out. Oh, so sorry that happened. And you're welcome, Michelle. That's gonna be like awful, Brenda. I can't even imagine. Like that's just like horrific. Like, oh my goodness. Yeah, that's devastating. So there's that. So let's see here. And then let's see here. Yes. Oh, cool. I'm looking forward to meeting you in person on Saturday, Michelle. Oh my goodness. That's gonna be fun. So I'm excited about that. So yeah, have a cool, my first like on stage speaking experience is on Saturday. So I'm so excited. It's gonna be fun. So let's see here. And Sheila says, wondering if you can feel our Akio. Am I saying that right? Akio. And if I'm remembering right, Akio has passed, right? Shiva, am I remembering right? Akio has passed. And hey, Lisa, good to see you, friend. Good to see you. And let's see here. So, and then Kayla says, can you tell me what Coco was trying to say to me? Okay. Oh, Akio was alive. Was it you? You had one that had passed too. What's the name of the one that passed, Shiva? Was it you that had one that passed? Because you're one that, his sweet Buddy passed. Okay, because Buddy is wanting to like come through, because Buddy is like, hey, like I still reach out. She was Kara. Okay. Kara, his buddy, his sweet buddy Kara's coming through. Like, I want to like reach out my paw. Like, I want to reach out my paw. Oh, thank you. I want to reach out my paw like this. And I'm still like sending love. And when you kind of see like Akio look off, that's when my presence is there, and that Akio is checking in on me, and that my presence is there, like so strong with Akio, like it's there, and it's there, and just know that like you can just feel into me like this, and know that I'm there, is what your one that passed says. And then Akio says, just like if you could just like hold your hand on my head like this, and then like this too, and just nuzzle up by me too. And even too, like the lung, like the lungs hold a lot of grief, like the lung meridian. So if you could just like work with that as well. I feel like that will help too. And like a little extra like blanket for me to lay with and have too will help Akio too. Cause Akio says I've been like a little bit like chilly too. I've been a little bit chilly too. I've been a little bit chilly too. So it's like that, like processing through that grief is like in my lung right. And as I talk right now, it's like I want to I'm like coughing on my live, but it's like right here. It's like right here. So if you could just kind of do some like rubbing and some massage like right in here, that will help me too. That will help me too, and just be like, okay, it's okay to process, and I'm going to be there with you, and we're going to get through this together. Is what I get will help too. And I know it's not an easy thing, right? It's so hard. And then I know everybody knows that listens too, but I always like to remind people that these are just kind of like brief, kind of like, not, I don't want to say surface level readings, they're just kind of like touching and scratching the surface. So I do have longer sessions that I offer too that are more like, in depth and more back and forth and all of that. So there's that. So yes. Okay. Okay, Shiva. Shiva says you're right on target. Thank you. You're welcome. Yeah. And just any support you need, let me know. And Shiva says, just give me that extra like bundled up love and just be like, okay, it's okay. We got this together. And that'll help is what Akio is saying, Shiva, because like I'm the really sensitive one is what Akio says. I was the sensitive one. Okay, cool. I look forward to that. I would love to do that because I feel like there's a session with you because I feel like there's so much more that would come through from that. So there's that. So let's see here. My dogs are trying to play roughly. I always like to try to get attention when I'm doing a live. Usually I have them in the other room, but I was like, okay, you guys are going to be good, right? So they're so funny, my girls. So there's that. And then let's see here. Oh, Emmy says she's sorry to hear about the little Doxy and the Doxy that she's known are feisty and strong, which bodes well for recovery. All my best. Oh, Emmy, that's so sweet. Let's see here. And then Brenda says he's so terrified now. Thank you so much for your help as always. We'll be looking for a message when you have time. You got it, Brenda. You are on my list, friend. Thanks for your patience here. And then Kayla, let's see here. Kayla says, can you tell me what Coco is trying to say to me all the time? She trills and trills, which is positive, but she hates being held during the day. Is she trying to herd me? Is she trying to herd you? Or oh yeah. So what she's showing me is she says she likes to be like you're here. Like you're right here, and then she's right here. She says she likes to be close by you, and she likes to see you. And she says, she's like, look at the way I move my heads and acknowledge me and have some conversation with me, because she says I'm really like wise, and I like to have that conversation with you. And she showed me how she like moves her head, and she does this and that and that. She says just engage back with her. It's like a call and answer thing that she says she does with you. She's like, it's like a call and answer, a call and answer, a call and answer. And I love to do the call and answer thing with you is what she says. She's like, I love to do that. She's like, I love to do that. She says it's so fun. She's like, I love that. So hopefully that helps. And she's like, I listen. She's like, do you listen? I listen is what she says. Oh my goodness. She's so funny. Let's see here. And hey, Chelsea, good to see you. Let's see here. And Brenda says thank you to Emmy. And let's see here. And all right. Lisa says, curious if there's something I can do to get Winnie to stop hissing and attacking my face at night. What Winnie is showing me is he's showing me that, like, imagine there's like a little mask and a little shield on your face. So like if I try to like go and attack it, like, pushes me back. So imagine that it's not like appealing to me, and set something, it's going to sound crazy, set something to the left of your pillow that I can go and use. That's kind of like a little, like he showed me like a little kitty, a kitty punching bag that I can just go and do this to, like that I have that's to the left of your pillow where I am kind of attacking. So then I can have that thing there. So then I'm not attacking your face, because he says too, and you said I'm sure he sees something, but it's disarming for such a sweet kitty to scare me like that, right? And he says, yeah. So he says, he's like, I'm just trying to show you. So it's like, if there's that thing he's having me tap my computer desk, so there's that thing that he can have that's like right to that space that he does that with you, that he can go boom, 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 that he can use that instead. He says that would help too. And he says, if you could do that, that would help too. And he's like, I don't mean to scare you. He says, I don't mean to scare you. He says, I don't mean to scare you. He's like, I don't mean to scare you. Was what he says. And yeah, that's definitely got to be like alarming, right, Lisa? Oh my goodness. So, okay. So, let's see here. All right. Kayla says, ooh, it's so true. We had a whole conversation about her stealing a necklace the other day. I knew she understood. She says she understands because she's like, I'll sit there and listen to you. She's like, I'm the best listener in the house. She's like, I listen and I do so well. And I do really, really good with listening. So yeah, so that's what she says. She's so funny. I'm so glad you got her. Oh my goodness. And then Lisa says, it's definitely a new behavior. He has never lashed out at me. And he's like, he's not lashing at you. It's like, he's just trying to get your attention. He's like, give him something to use instead of you. And then, maybe leave like a different light on for him, he says too. And he says that will help as well, is what he's showing me. So there is that. And let's see here. And Chelsea says, any messages from my new gray horse? I just renamed him Gallant. And like he's had me go like this. He's like, I am Gallant. And he's had me go like this with my head here. And this is my head here. He's like, I am amazing. And he's like, amazing. He's like, I am amazing. And he showed me like he can move his head around and all of that, and that he is like fabulous, and that he's absolutely fabulous, and he's ready to like work with you. And he's like, he's ready to work. And he says he has a lot up here in his head that like he's like ready to go, and he likes to move his neck, and he loves his name that you named him. And he says you and him like have an instant bond, and there's such a connection with him and you, and he's really, really grateful for that. And he says it's really, really amazing to be with you, he says. So there's that. So I love that. So and hey, Kathy, good to see you. Let's see here. And I'm going to go to Kathy and then to Bev and then to Marla, because sometimes like a question, something comes to me when I see a question pop up. So Kathy says, Shauna, can you ask Sasha if she is happy with the training? She's like, yes, because she's like, I do really good. She's like, I'm doing good. It's giving me purpose. It's giving me something to like focus on, something to do. And I really, really like it. And she says she wants to tell you that she's a really pretty good girl, and she wants to learn to do some twirls, because she's like, I could learn to do some like more advanced stuff than what they're teaching me here. She's like, I could be really, really good at that, doing some good, advanced stuff. She's like, so good. She's like, I'm so good is what she says. She's like, so good, so good, so good. So there is that. So, and she says she just needs like extra. She's like, I need extra treats and extra strolls. She's like, I want to stroll around town. She's like, let's stroll about. Let's go out and about, is what she says. So, oh my goodness. She's a funny girl. She says that you and her have come a long way too. She says she wants you to remember that and know that, and to really be like honed into that and know that like how well you guys are really doing together. She's like, we've come a long way. So, so yes, Lisa says, thank you. Maybe he can just a pillow that is next to me. Yes. Even like those little small little pillows, like a small little pillow. He says, yes, that will help. So that's that. So, and then Kathy says, oh my goodness, this girl, thanks. You're welcome, Kathy. You're so welcome. And then, okay. So Bev, thank you for your patience. I'm going to go to Bev. Bev says, I love my in-depth reading we had. Oh, thank you. I loved it too, Bev. It was so cool. So I forgot to ask about Mickey's happiness level. Mickey says it's like an 8 out of a 10. And he says most of the time it's like a 10 plus and an 11. But he's like, it was like 8, 10. And now it's moving up to like 10 plus and 11. But it's like it runs in between that like 8 and 11-ish is what he says. He says that he's really, really happy, and he's really happy happy with you is what he says. And then dun, 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 dun. Oh, okay. And then let's see here. Okay, cool, Shiva. Thanks for tuning in. I look forward to hearing from you. And hey, Elias, good to see you, my friend. Hello. Hello. I hope you're having fun in your retreat in Iowa. Oh my goodness, that's amazing. So good to see you here, my friend. And then Emmy says, or a stuffed animal too. So for Winnie the cat, or a stuffed animal, that would be great too. Like a little stuffed animal. That would be awesome. So I love that. So yeah, thank you for sharing too, Elias. You're the best. So appreciate you, my friend. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And hey, Lee, too. I think I forgot to say hi to you, Lee. I hope I did. I don't know. It's so hard to keep track sometimes. And then Marla. Marla says, can you check in with Berkeley the Colt? He just turned a year old. He says that he's doing really good, but he says to like watch his shoulders because he says he really like pulls out his shoulders sometimes. So he's like really keep a good eye on my shoulders because he's like my shoulders. Sometimes I pull my shoulders out. So really watch my shoulders and really be careful with my shoulders is what he says. So he says really to like watch that is what he says. He's like, watch that, like watch my shoulders, watch my shoulders, watch my shoulders, watch my shoulders. And he says he's like really curious and he wants to do like more things that like spark his curiosity because he says he's really, really curious is what he says. So there's that. Oh, and I missed part of the question. So hopefully that helps. And I missed part of the question from you, Bev. Sorry. So you said, what does Honey think about Mickey? Mickey says, Honey loves me. And Honey's like, yeah, I guess this one's staying. Honey's like, I'm kind of indifferent is what Honey says. Honey's like, I'm kind of indifferent to this one, but he's staying. So like, I'm good with him being here because he is like helping to like kind of like even things out. He is kind of like the evener. And I am glad that he's here. And I can tell that he's staying now and they're kind of like doing their thing and they're kind of like acclimating together is what I get with that. So yeah, sorry I missed that part of the question, Bev. Oh my goodness. So hopefully you're still here to listen to that. So there is that. And oh my goodness, my dogs are they're trying to run like crazy right now. So that's what they do sometimes. My crazy dogs, they like to do that, especially like if they know that like I'm doing something like I'm live on Facebook. They're like, oh, we're going to be crazy because that's what we're going to do. Because, oh, okay, cool. Let's see here. So Elias shared. So thank you, Elias. And why did it not? Okay, here. I don't know why Facebook is so weird. It's not, okay. It's not like showing me okay. So I can do this. I don't know. It's so weird. So, okay. Facebook is so weird sometimes. So I have a thing on my Facebook where if somebody if somebody tags me, I have to approve it. So then I don't have like weird things being tagged on Facebook. I don't know. I just like to. I like to make sure. So there is that. So thank you for sharing, Elias. You are the best. I really appreciate you. So thank you for sharing. And if you guys haven't checked out my friend Elias Patras, he is amazing. He is like a psychic, intuitive. He does like all kinds of like classes and just he is the intuitive oh my gosh, what does he call himself? The intuitive like motivator. He does retreats, all kinds of amazing stuff. So if you haven't checked out Elias, check out Elias Patras because he is amazing and he's written some books and his books are phenomenal too. So and he has a new one that's coming out like soonish, I think, as well. So he is amazing. So yeah, so there's that. So feel free to check him out. So there is that. So, okay, cool. Oh, thank you, Bev. Bev says it's worth it to get an in-depth reading with Shauna. It helps a lot. Thanks again, sweetie. Oh, mwah. You are so welcome, Bev. You are so welcome, friend. Yes, right, Emmy. Elias is amazing. And I got to recently, I don't even know how long it's been now, meet Elias in person. And he is amazing. So he is awesome. one of my favorite people, Elias Rocks. So if you guys could check out his stuff, I'm sure you would love it. If you like me, you would like Elias. So I'm just gonna leave it at that. So there's that. So there's that. So Marla says, thank you. We took him for a walk tonight and he was really interested in everything. Yeah, because he's like, I'm curious. Like, I want to sniff. I want to like have little things that I can explore and all of that stuff. He's like, I really like that. So he says, let's do more of that. So that's awesome. So Kathy, that's a good question, Kathy. Kathy says, have you and Lee decided when you're going to be back on together? I don't know. So we'll have to see. I'll have to reach out to him to see, because me and my friend Lee, we did an event, and it was I did the animal mediumship and he did the people mediumship, and there was actually like he crossed over and did some of the tuning into animals, and I did some of the tuning into people too. That have crossed over, and there's a really cool message that came through from somebody in spirit from Kathy. So just you can't make this stuff up. So that came through me. It was I don't know. The stuff blows my mind. I don't advertise that I do mediumship with people. I mean, I definitely can do it. I just stick to the animal thing, unless it's like a special like circumstance and something comes through. I'll definitely, bring through that message, right? Because it's important to do that. So there's that. So and actually when I was a little, and thank you, Kathy. Kathy says it was amazing. Thank you, Kathy. Yeah, and when I was actually a little girl, I actually used to like see like spirits and sense spirits of people that had like kind of passed on, and actually like feel like different energy and be able to pick up on things that like other kids my age didn't pick up on. And I didn't have like any resources or tools to be able to like really hone that when I was younger, to really like figure out like why, like it just has always been normal to me, even though to like some people it's not normal. But there's that. So I say that, I guess, to anybody that has any kids that, grandkids, kids, nieces, nephews, cousins, anything like that, that they have experiences that maybe are kind of like, I see this or I see that, maybe get them some books or have somebody that they can work with to kind of be a support system to help them with that, right? So there's that. So yeah, that can be really important. So yeah, right, yeah, that's definitely because a lot of people don't believe in it, and that's okay. Everybody has their own beliefs, right? Your truth isn't my truth, and your truth is right for you, and all of that, right? Definitely believe that. So let's see here. Emmy says, I got a message from Shauna from my heart dog Boo. Thank you. Yeah, he showed me exactly what he looked like. It was super cool. And then Kathy says, I did too until my parents told me it wasn't real. Right, exactly. I know so many kids like see these things and they pick up on these things, and it's like, oh yeah, adults tell them like that's not real. And even like adults like tell other adults that it's not real too. And there's so many I definitely believe in the spirit world and all of that. Like it's super, super, super powerful and all of that. So there is that. So anyway, I don't know where I got off on that little little area, but that's kind of how my brain works. It goes like here and goes shoo, shoo, all over the place. But you know what? That's what helps me to be able to do what I do, because my brain is like, it's supercharged. My connection, it's supercharged. So there's that. But that's why I have my things that kind of help me like be in my like more meditative, like calm space. Like I play my guitar. I'm actually taking some guitar lessons. I found the most amazing, fabulous guitar teacher, like who is like teaching me so much, and like he's like figured out like how my brain works with things, which is absolutely like amazing. And just the way that he teaches, like he really caters to his students, and it's amazing. And it's really been a cool thing to pick up the guitar and practice it, and I love it because it's a really fun thing. So there's that. It's always good to have balance in life, right? And now my dogs don't run away when I play it, so that's a good thing, right? So I must be getting better, right? So there's that. So hi to Miss Abby. Miss Abby. Sweet girl Abby. I hope she's feeling well and doing well. So let's see here. I'm going to see what other questions come through. Bum, 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 bum. Sometimes it takes a minute. So let's see here. So let's see what other questions come through. And I could just like randomly talk. Like if you guys haven't noticed, like I have no problem talking. I talk to people like everywhere. Like when I'm out and about, I talk to people that don't even talk to me. Like I just start like random conversations. And I actually today, a really funny story. So I was out today, like in a grocery store parking lot in my car. And there was this dog that was next to me. And then there's like this guy parked in a truck next to me. And I didn't know. Oh, thank you. Love you too, Kathy. You and Abby, I didn't know that like his window was rolled down. And next to me, there was like a dog, which I don't care if it was or not. Like, I don't care. I'm just still be who I am. Like, I don't really care what other people think. I used to, but now, like, I don't care. Like, because what people think of me is none of my business. It's fine. So anyway, so there was this dog like in the car next to me, this cute little like white dog, and people had the windows rolled up, and I just like looked at the dog and I was like, oh my gosh, you're so cute. And I was like, hi, you're so cute. And I was just like saying this in my head, right? And this doggy, and it was just like wagging their tail, and they like came over to look at by the window and came to like closer to like where my window was. And it was just so cool to have this like little like conversation with this little dog. And I was like out loud, like saying, oh my gosh, you're so cute. You're so cute. Like the person next to me in the other truck probably thought I was like crazy, but like, whatever, it's fine. If that's what people want to think, like, that's fine. Doesn't matter. So it's okay. So I'm not going to stop being me, right? I'm just going to be me and be the best me that I can be and all of that, right? Because it's just, it's important. So yeah. So I talk to random people and random animals too. So there we go. So there is that. And Amanda says, I start random conversations too. I love it. It's awesome. No wonder we click, Amanda. I love that. And actually, there was like, this like a cat I saw outside, and it was like crossing the road. I was like, go faster. I talk to, animals like that too, or like a squirrel I see, or just, I don't know. Anyway, I'm all over the place. So there's that. So, And hey, Jessica, good to see you, Jessica. And good to see you, Kate. Hello. Hope you're doing well. And then, Oh, you meant Emmy. I think you had a typo, Emmy. So I think he meant to say Phoenix. Phoenix was in his ball and fell down one step onto a hard floor. Is he suffering any ill effects? He says the ill effect I'm suffering is like, I'm not going to do that again. He's like, don't put that by that one step. He's like, let's put that somewhere else. He's like, boing. It was like a quick little boing. And then he was like, whoa, okay. He says it was more like a little like stun. And he says he recovered like pretty quickly from that. He says it was just a quick little like stun. And then I recovered quickly from it. It was all like, whoa, what the heck? It was like that kind of a moment, like, oh, ow. Like I don't want to do that again, right? That just kind of like quick little like jolted reaction is why he's showing me. So there's that. And Kate, good. You're welcome. And I'm doing great too. So yes. So thank you. So let's see here. Let's see what other if any other questions come through. I can't believe how quick the time goes by. I'm like, what? It's already 7:44. I just love connecting with you all. This is like one of my favorite things to do is every Sunday night. So every Sunday night I do this at 7:00 Pacific Standard Time. I'm sure you guys know that. And I'm going to put because I like to be obnoxious, I'm going to make sure my link to my link tree is here. So if you guys want to find out how to sign up on my email list or how to, I want to put it in here too. Sign up on my email list or to set up an appointment with me, any of that stuff, there's that. So I'm going to share my link tree. And thanks to my amazing friend Elias for sharing. And let's see here. So there's that. And then let's see here. I know, Emmy, I know what you meant. I knew you meant Phoenix, because I was like, whoa. So I was like, I know it's okay. So it's all good. So it's okay. Sometimes like I get names, mixed up too with my animals. So it's like, it's okay. Like ones that are in spirit, ones that are not in spirit and all that. So it's all good. So, and yes, that's definitely good news about Phoenix. Oh, cool. Jessica says, I'm a huge animal lover. I already have 3, trying to not adopt too many, right? I hear that, right? The struggle is real, Jessica, with that, right? It's like, oh man, right? If I could have more, I would. Like one day when I had a flame point Siamese for 14 years. I loved him, and I love my tuxedo cat I have now, but I want to have another Siamese cat one day. I want to have like a seal point, a lynx point, or a snowshoe, like Siamese one day, because I love Siamese cats. They're so beautiful. I mean, yeah. So maybe one day I'll have one, and I want to have a Great Pyrenees dog one day too. So there's that. That's on my list too. So it's yeah. So there we go. There's always a list, right? So there's that. So. Right. I know. Right. And I know I could probably add more too. Right. Jessica says, I just want all the animals. Right. Exactly. I agree. Because they're fabulous. Right. They just make our lives better. They're unconditional. They're in the moment. And they're really like sometimes our greatest teachers. Right. They really are. They're just amazing. So they make the world a better place. That is for sure. So Kate says, no question, but if possible, can you thank Angus for being more obliging at bath time? He's too big to lift in. He says, yes, because he says teamwork. He says, we have more teamwork now, and you're helping me with how to like get my legs in there and how to like navigate and all of that. So he says, with you doing that, it's like really helping him. So he says, thank you for that. He's like, thank you. So there's that. So, oh, Angus. Little Angus. So, oh my goodness. And hey, Kaylee, good to see you. Look at that. You guys, I bet some of you are probably watching from my friend Elias's page. He is amazing. So there's that. And then I know my friend Lee was on here earlier too. He's amazing too. I always like to share about my friends and all the amazing stuff that they do, because I feel so blessed to have so many cool people in my life and know so many amazing people. So that's all really cool. So there's that. And then Kate says, oh, he's a good boy. He says, yes, I am. He says, I'm the goodest. He says, I'm not just a good boy. He says, I'm the goodest boy. He says, I am the goodest boy. He's like, I'm the goodest boy is what he says. So he's like, I'm the goodest boy. So, oh my goodness, so sweet. So I'm going to see if anybody else has any other questions here. See here, give it a moment here, because I know sometimes it takes a minute to pop up, and I stream from my personal page, from my business page, and my YouTube. I was like, wait, what was the other one? My YouTube. So it's like, let me get my head on straight here. So there's that. So let's see what other kind of questions you guys have here. Go back here to this. So sometimes it takes a minute here, and it's weird how Facebook on my phone is. So just like make sure I didn't miss anything. And if I did inadvertently miss a question, feel free to call me out on it and be like, hey, I had this question and you didn't answer it. So there's that. So, oh, this is a good question, Jessica. Jessica says, can you ask Edgar to stop with the 5 and 6 a.m. wake up calls? He says, you know what Edgar just says? He's like, how about we meet in the middle and we do like 5:30? Edgar's like, how about like 5:30? He's like, we bump it up to like, maybe instead of 5, hey, Kelly, good to see you. We do like 5:30. And then maybe we could, bump it up into like little increments there, and praise me when I do good, when I do like the wake up call that you want me to do, and just keep imagining it. So like our pets in our life are so amazing. They pick up and they're so in tune to all of our like thoughts and everything we think, whether we say it out loud or we don't say it out loud, they're so in tune with that. So just like imagine in your head, like, okay, like this is when I see him waking up. This is when I see him wake up. This is when he wakes up, and do that. And oh, okay. And he said that's when his feeder is going off at 5:30. So he's like, just remind me, like, okay, hey, my feeder goes off. I can go eat and like I can do my thing, and I don't have to like get you involved, and just and praise him to like when you wake up of like, hey, you're such a good boy, you're such a good boy. And you said he's honoring. He says yes, I am. He says that's what keeps you on your toes, and he says he wants you to bring out your honoringness too. He's like, I help you with that, because he's like, sometimes we got to be a little bit honoring and a little bit persistent. He's like, sometimes we got to be that way, and he says that's really good, and we just got to do that, and we got to do that. And he says like, oh, he says we can work on this together, because I see you said, well, I'll work on that. And he says, yes, we can do that. So he showed me like 5:30, then work up to like 5:45, and then work up to 6:15, and then like 6:30, and then 6:45, just kind of work in those increments is what he's showing me. He's like, yeah, he's like this. He's like, he's like, this is like me. He's like, that's like his, like that sounds like a weird face I just made, but he says that's his like game face. And that's like his vibe is he's like that. He's like, I don't back down to anything. So, that's what he says. And hey, Carla, good to see you. And you said, he's right. I'm pretty serious. Okay. Yeah. You're welcome. He says you guys are like boom, boom, like you bounce off each other. You're like you guys just like are kind of like the boom boom, like the he's making me think like I actually have some somewhere. I don't know where they are, but I have these like little, they're like the little they make sounds like the little the yin and yang balls, I think you call them. They're like, then they make like that little like musical kind of sound when you have them together. They're kind of like, I forget what they're called, but anyway. So there's that. He says that's what you guys are to each other. You guys help each other like amplify up, is what he says. You guys help each other amplify up. So there's that. And you're so welcome, Jessica. You're so welcome. Oh, you know those. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. I'm like, I can't think of the name for them, but they're cool. I actually have some, and I wish I knew where they were, because they're like actually really cool. And I don't know where they are. Maybe it's time for me to organize some more stuff, and maybe like I'll actually like find where they are. I've had them for years. I actually Kelly says awesome. Thank you, Kelly. I actually had like years ago, I had them in this like special, like little like fabric box. Like it was really amazing. And my yellow lab I had at the time, Luna, she was a speed reader. She liked to take books off the bookshelf and eat them. And anyway, she had like taken the box that they were in off my bookcase, and she like ate the box, but thank goodness she didn't swallow those like little balls, because that would have been awful if she did that, right? That would have been like, oh my gosh. Whew. Thank goodness I never had like a vet bill for her, for like her ingesting something weird, because she was a lab, but she had an iron gut, that one. And speaking of Luna, I'm gonna see if I can pull this out here without like losing contact with you. This was my Luna, and I actually wrote my book about her. So this is my book. It's called Soulmate Dog, and it is about my journey home with Luna's guiding wisdom, and it's about her wisdom and the story of our life together and our journey, and how she helped me to be the best me I can be, and just how she taught me so much, even through the naughty stuff she did, how she taught me like lessons, so many good lessons. And then this is the back part of my book too, and you can get it on barnesandnoble.com, amazon.com. You can get it on my website as well, and there's some other places too, depending on where you live. If you want to find out like if a store in your area has it, you can if you want to support a local bookstore, you can reach out to me too, and I can let you know where has it. So there's that. So thank you, Kelly. And then let's see here. This is a great question, Jessica. And then Kelly says, I learned so many lessons from my Andy. I know, right? They teach us all the time, but sometimes, we're not always listening to their messages. So it's really about like listening to them and being with them, right? So there's that. So Jessica, this is a great question. So Jessica says, why do dogs eat cat poop? Zia won't stop eating it. And I love that name, by the way, Zia. That's awesome. So what I call cat poop is, and I probably shouldn't do this because maybe it's making it more appealing to one of my dogs, is I call it Kitty Roca. So, not Almond Roca, but Kitty Roca, right? And I know I'm not the only one that's ever called it like Kitty Roca, right? Like I know there's other people, like a ton of people that call it Kitty Roca, right? Because that's just what we do. We call it Kitty Roca. So sometimes they eat it so there's many different reasons they do it. So it could be, they're doing it because they think that they're helping, right? Like, hey, I'm helping. And also too, what Zia says she does it is because it tastes good and she likes to, and I'm like, oh my gosh, Zia, are you kidding me? She's like, no, it's true. She says she likes how it breaks apart in her mouth. And she says she likes to feel the different consistency of oh, that one was like this time, or oh, that one was like this and this broke off more, and oh, this didn't have much of the stuff on the outside, the litter that sticks to it. So she's like, I like it because it's always different and I never know what I'm gonna get. So it's like a fun little treat because I never know what I'm gonna get with it, is what she says, is what Zia says. So she's like, it's fun, it's so fun, what am I gonna get with this? She's like, it's fun. So she says, instead of saying stop, just show her what is more appealing than the cat litter, right? So she says, show me what's better than the cat litters. And she showed me like a doggy donut toy. Oh gosh, a doggy donut toy is what she's showing me. She's like, give me a doggy donut toy, or other little fun little treats, that maybe a dog treat that has little sprinkles on it. She showed me a dog treat with sprinkles. So then I can have that. So a dog treat, not trick or treat, but a dog treat with little sprinkles on it, that I could have that instead, and that's more appealing. Because she's like, it's so good. And she's like, maybe if you scoop it, she's like, yeah. Maybe you scoop it quicker, then I won't do that. And I can relate, Jessica, because Jessica says she's getting it all over my bed and comforter. I know, isn't that the worst when they leave a little thing there and you're like, ew, what is that? So yeah, it's not fun, right? So yeah, my rule with animals, if you see something weird somewhere, don't pick it up with your hands. Use something else to pick it up, because I've learned that lesson the hard way, and I'm sure all of you have as well, right? When you have fur babies, of what is that? So anyway, there's that. So, and she just says, give me even a fun little squeaky toy too, something that has little, she keeps showing me a donut sprinkle toy, too, that has a little thing that I could eat that kind of has that same fun consistency. And then it's going to give me that variety of ooh, is it soft? Is it hard? Is it squishy? Does it do this? All of that. She says, if I could have that, that would really help me. So, oh my goodness, Zia, goodness gracious. And then you said she wants treats, and I cut down on them. I will buy her anything. And then you said you'll have a look. Yeah, definitely. She says, please do. And she says, don't cut down on treats. She's like, you could give me the longer treat and then cut. So then it's not as big. Because she's like, I need treaties. She's like, I need treats. I really need treats. She says treats are really, really important to me. So, she's like, don't forget the treats. So, so there's that. Oh my goodness. She's a funny girl. I love her. And she says she has a cute smile. She'll make me want to go like this. She's like, I have a really good smile. She's like, you look at me. She's like, I got a good smile. She's like, I got a good smile and good looks that I give my mom. She's like, I'm the best. She's like, I'm the best. She's like, I'm the best. Best. So yeah. Oh, she gained too much weight on them. I know, right? They can, right? Just like us, right? With our treats too. And you said she's adorable and my baby. And she says she knows it. She's like, I'm the best one. I'm the best baby. So one trick my vet gave me, and actually my dogs like this, is is green beans. So you can cook some green beans for them, and then just what I do for my girls is sometimes I cook some green beans for them and I give them a green bean as a snack, and that actually really helped. And then it doesn't put on that extra weight. So like, green beans, there's like green beans, there's carrots, there's peas, there's broccoli, all kinds of peas kind of are not as great, but they can help them to gain weight. But oh yeah, so I used, when I did my green beans, I just got like canned green beans. I think I just got like the organic canned green beans, and it didn't have like, I got the ones without the like added salt. So like the ones with like no salt, just like straight up canned green beans with like nothing, no salt or anything. And I just like cooked them. And sometimes I think I did actually, and they do have like green beans that you can get like in the bag in the produce section too. No, actually, no, they don't have those. That's another bean that I'm thinking of, like the sugar snap peas. So yeah, so you can do like canned or fresh. She says, I'll take either. She showed me that she would probably like fresh ones too, like that aren't cooked too. She's like, just try lots of different stuff. Cause she's like, it's all about that consistency and that crunch and that different like texture of things is what she likes. She's like, nah, 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 nah. She says, I really like that. And she says, you said you'll do that because she becomes obsessed with treats. And she said too, like if you rotate different treats around, that helps her too, to not be as like obsessy is what she says. She's like, if you do that, that helps me to not be like as obsessy, is what she says. So yeah, she says that like you guys help each other with that thing too, because she says she helped you simmer down so you can help her simmer down, is what she says. I know that sounds really weird, but that's what she's just saying as far as like the thing, how she is with the treat. She's like, I help my mom like not be like obsessed with things too, is what she says. So she's a funny girl, Zia. Oh my goodness. Ooh, Kelly, this is a great question. Kelly says, how can we connect with our pets that have passed? So there's always that connection. And then Jessica says, thank you. I understand exactly. Perfect, Jessica. I love it. So that's a great question, Kelly. How can we connect with our pets that have passed? So that like energetic connection with our pets that have passed is always there. Like, right. It's one that we, see and feel with our heart side, and we connect with it through our heart. Right. So that's where it really lives and breathes, is in our heart, right? Like in the depths of our heart, right? That's where it is. So what I like to tell people, that to way to connect with them is, maybe before you go to bed, you can have a journal next to you and, think about them, and maybe they come to you in your dreams, and then you write it down in the morning, what comes to you. Or another way too is, you can close your eyes like this, right? You can close your eyes. You can have your hands open, or you can just have your hands on your heart, and you can just close your eyes and just say, okay, like I imagine my beautiful fur baby. You can say their name out loud and just say, okay, I want to feel your presence. I want to feel the message from you. And just keep your eyes closed, because and see kind of what opens up and what comes to you. And you can even kind of just like move your hands back onto your heart again, and just even like move your hand like this, just to kind of see like, what comes through, and that can help connect. And it's interesting, as I close my eyes like that, you kind of, what happens is you go into kind of like I don't want to say a deeper space, but a more kind of open space where you're not like looking around being like, okay, like what's around, where you're more connected with your heart. So that's why when you close your eyes, sometimes it can help you connect more on on like that deeper level. So there's that. So hopefully that helps to answer your question, Kelly. So yeah, because they're always with us. And I actually do sessions with people if they have a pet that passed that they want me to tune into. I do those kind of sessions as well with people too. So pets that are living and past, I do both. So there's that. And in the comments, I put like the link to all my information too. So there's that. So hopefully that helps there. So yeah, I just sending you so much love, because I know it's not an easy thing. So there's that. So I'm going to see if any other questions come up, and then I'll probably get ready to wrap it up. But I always like to make sure to answer everybody's questions. And then yeah, feel free to like, follow me too. That way you can stay connected, because I do this every every Sunday at 7 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, I do my Facebook Live. So there's that. So you're welcome, Kelly. You're welcome. I know, right, Jessica? It's so hard. You always get scared about my animals getting older, right? It's hard, right? Because it's just, because their lifespan isn't as long as ours, and they're just that unconditional love they share with us that we share with them. It's just it's a really like sacred relationship that's different than any other, right? Just because of that connection piece that's filled with our hearts to their hearts. So there's that. So, right, they get us more than sometimes the people in our lives, right? Because they're just that special bond we have with them. So there's that. Oh, perfect, Jessica. It was great to talk with you too. Thank you for following me too. I love that. Thank you. That we can stay like up to date when I do lives and all of that. So thank you for that, Jessica. And yeah, what's your question, Jessica? Yes. I'll answer your I'll answer your question here, and then I'll sign off. So yeah, what's your question there, friend? So give you a moment to type it in, right? So I know that takes a minute sometimes. So let me give you a minute to do that. Let's see here. Oh, Jessica says, why does Zia lick everything and everyone so much? Because, she's showing me, she like makes me want to like lick my hand. She's like, it's textures. I want to feel different textures, and I like to feel different textures. It's not just like you really get a full bath. Oh my goodness. Yeah. So she's like, there's a sign that I saw on somebody's door once, and it says, watch out for my dog. They can't control their liquor is what it says. Like, watch out for my dog. They can't control their liquor is what it says. Something like that was really funny. That made me think of Zia. So Zia says, she's like, it's not funny. She's like, it's a real thing. She's like, I like to give kisses, not just because I like to give love, but like, what's that texture like? Ooh, what's that taste? What's that texture? What's that taste? What's that? Yeah, right. You totally need that sign for her. Yeah. It's like, yeah, so you could probably look on Amazon and find it, or you could probably like make one for yourself or something like that. It's hilarious. When I saw that, I was like, oh my gosh, I need a sign like that. So, because my dog Nugget is a big kisser, and that's just her. But anyway, for Zia, she says it's like a texture thing, and I like to feel like all the textures. And so if you could get like different sensory toys, like different toys and different things that have different textures, different feels, different sensations. I like that. And they even have like a licky mat too, that you can put different like types of like food and stuff on, and they can do that. And that can help with that, because she says, I need different textures and different things like that. She's like, I'm like a texture feely dog. So she says, that's what I need. That's what I need. That's what I need. That's what I need. And that's what I love, she says. So there's that. She's like, mwah, mwah, mwah. She's like, mwah, 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 mwah. She makes me want to like stick out my tongue. Like, oh my goodness, Zia, I love her. Oh my goodness. Now I want to see a picture of her, because I'm like, okay. She's like, yeah. She's like, I take really good pictures, by the way. She says, I take really good pictures. So, oh my goodness, Zia, I love it. So, I love that. Amanda says, I love just watching and hearing people's pet stories. I know, right? It's fun, isn't it, Amanda? I love it too. It's so much fun. So, because you never know what's going to come up, right? And, sometimes like a message for somebody else might like resonate with somebody else. They might be like, oh, I didn't know about this or that, or like spark a kind of inspiration or whatnot, right? So there's that. So, oh, cool. Jessica says, I will get that for her. Thank you so much. Yeah, you're so welcome. Yeah, hopefully that helps. They have all different kinds. You can get them on like chewy.com, on Amazon, like even some local pet stores have those as well. And I'm like a big proponent of like, I get my fur babies food. There's like a local pet store that I go to, and I love to support them, because it's like, I know like the owners of the store, like it's this awesome couple, and it's so nice to support a local small business, right? I really love to be able to do that, right? It's super important. So that's what I'm all about. So got to support small business owners. Important. So There's that. Oh, perfect. Jessica says, I will send you a picture when we get off here. Yay. Awesome. Thank you. I'm looking forward to see it. And Zia's like, yeah, she'll pick a good one. I'll help with that. I'll help with her picking a good picture. Oh my goodness. I love it. So funny. So there's that. So yes. So I'm just so grateful for all of you for spending this time with me. I love tuning into all of your fur babies. And I also love connecting with all of you as well. So again, I do this every Sunday at 7 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. So I'm just so grateful for all of you for tuning in live, and then also too for tuning into the replay as well. I just really, it means so much to me to connect with you. And then feel free to share with your friends as well. Like if you know people that might be interested, feel free to share with your friends too. If you think like, hey, like I know this person might be interested, then feel free to share because that's what it's all about. Because a lot of people don't know that this is a thing that can help them and their fur babies. So definitely feel free to share it up. And I'm so grateful for all of you for tuning in live and those of you that tuned into the replays. So thank you so much for tuning in, and I will look forward. Hold on just a second here. I always like to type in. Thanks so much for tuning in. So I will be back next Sunday at 7. Oh, you're so welcome, Amanda. I was going to say Jessica. Thank you so much, Jessica and Amanda, and all of you that just tuned in. I'm so grateful for each and every one of you, and I hope that you all have a great week ahead and a fabulous rest of your Sunday evening. And bye for now. Take care. Bye-bye.